沉睡的人心潮澎湃，热血流过动脉，别让梦想带着遗憾醒来。总有人被世界淘汰，总有人被记载，在这尔虞我诈的舞台，挺过来。初心人才，坎坷不算失败，不负时代，人生没有彩排，起落都精彩，磨难用双手推开，全力去对待，豁出去才痛快，看我和命运谁厉害。
Let's not lie to ourselves anymore. I'm not the kind of person you want to be with. You're not the kind of person I like either. Us being together is a misunderstanding. It's a big mistake from the start. There's no point in going on because we won't be happy. But from now on, you and I are done.
Na Lan! Na Lan!
Coming!
Na Lan! They say evil resides in women. I can see it's true.
Good for you, then. You can get back on your own.
Weren't you even worried for me?
I worry for the people around you.
Chen-cheng, why are you here?
To get my car?
Your car?
Auntie, I walked for 30 kilometers without a sip of water.
And why is that?
I have no money.
What happened?
Here's your key.
I'll be off.
Be careful.
Yes.
Oh, honey. What is going on?
Nothing. He just wanted a workout. Please all rise.
Please sit down. The arbitrary committee on this case is established by the Communication Association. Also, an expert committee was established due to lack of precedents of private company conducting communications business and the lack of legal regulations. This situation then falls into the trade association's realm. This is the first hearing. Both parties must submit their documents and state their cases. We'll submit the minutes of the meeting and the documents to the expert committee. A series of debates shall be conducted. Afterwards, we shall vote on subsequent meetings to determine the outcome of the arbitration. We can start now.
Oh.
Where is he?
Your Honor, may we state the service provider's position to the arbitration committee?
All right.
In the series of documents that we have submitted to the committee, we have indicated there our financial losses in careful detail. We have also enumerated the main conflicts we have had with Magic Crystal. We are deeply concerned about the situation. What is our responsibility as a state-owned enterprise? It is to assure the increase of value of state-owned properties. This alone is a very huge responsibility that we owe to our nation.
Guo Xinnian, what do you think are you doing here? Get up now! Come on, Guo Xinnian, do you know that today is the first day of the arbitration?
I know that.
Then how come you're still sleeping here? You should be there now!
What's the point of showing up?
What did you say? Guo Xinnian, you used to be different. You used to fight down to your last strength, even if there's only fleeting hope. Now you ask if there's any point of showing up? What happened to you? Tell me. You can tell me.
Forget it. There's nothing to say.
Is it because of Luca?
Yes. I had an encounter with Dong. And I believe that he is behind all of this. He told me that if I agreed to lose the case, he would arrange a scapegoat and Luca can get out of jail. All evidence now points against Luca. I can't afford to put his life at risk.
Magic Crystal allows users to send both voice and text messages for free. They're taking advantage of our bandwidth and usurping our core service. In the past few months, we've suffered a 75% decrease in our SMS service revenue. That's hundreds of billions lost. It's simply killing us.
We believe that reasonable business competition sustains the market. You can't put blame on Magic Crystal for your failure in competition.
This is not competition. This is usurping. Why do users choose Magic Crystal? The reason is simple. Because it's free. If it was fair competition, we would have kept quiet. But unfortunately, they don't play fair and square.
So by not showing up in court at all, do you think you're saving Luca from his ordeal?
Yes. I have to save him.
Please be reasonable. Please have faith in the law. Believe that the police can solve the case.
When would that be? He can't possibly suffer for long.
You need to stop thinking about that. One of these days, the police will find out that Luca is innocent. By the time he's released, he'd suffered enough and Magic Crystal might be gone. He will hate you. Guo Xinnian, you know what your biggest weakness is? It's not that you're nice to your friends. It's that you're too emotional. To bring down Magic Crystal, Dong and Xin Cheng can do everything. They can take all the extreme measures they can think of just to bring you down on your knees. If you decide to surrender, not only will Luca hate you, but I will too.
How come Magic Crystal is free? Because service providers are pouring in hundreds of millions of yuan in setting up fiber optics, base stations, and switchboards. Paying for phone calls and messages is like paying for goods, isn't it? So how could they make it free?
I object, sir. The infrastructure is not set up by the service providers, but rather by the state government. It is funded by the taxpayers' money and hence owned by the people. Of course Magic Crystal gets to use it. Furthermore, Magic Crystal rents their broadband. They pay a fee to rent the servers. In the documents we submitted, we've carefully listed down all the costs related to the development and execution of Magic Crystal.
Just imagine. If everyone stops paying for calls and text messages, how would we fund network maintenance? That is not how an industry will survive, but that is how a parasite will hold out. They absorb other people's resources. As service providers, our stance is clear. We do not allow this to ever happen. We do not allow highway robbery such as this. We must come together to maintain proper order in the industry, because that is our duty.
I'd like to remind the applicant that we are here today so that companies can properly defend their case. Let's stick to the matter.
I'm not here to make threats. But if we do not restrict Magic Crystal, services like text messages and voice calls will be obsolete in a year's time. We would lose trillions of state properties. This is a major upheaval. Also, communication is crucial to our daily lives and to the security of information. There must be a state-issued license. Tell me, do they have one?
Well, there is no such law that requires private companies to seek approval prior to entering communications. We can deem it appropriate where the law has no clear regulations.
Mr. Guo, you are late for the session. This shows lack of respect to this arbitration court.
I deeply apologize, Your Honor. Please forgive me.
Please sit down.
This is the information I've gathered.
You're finally here.
In that document, you will see that the other party's accusation has no basis.
What do you mean by no basis?
There is no legal support to it. There is no such clause in the law. Your accusation has no grounds, therefore it has no basis. Wait, do you think I'm wrong? Why are we in arbitration then? Or are you saying that the court has made a mistake?
Respondent, just provide the evidence. No leading questions.
I'm sorry. I'm just curious. Since there was no support or limitation in terms of legal regulations, what stops us from operating?
The law also says nothing about Magic Crystal opening a casino. Why don't you do that?
Based on your reason, the communication sector is like a casino? How about the service providers? You are larger than casinos. And what about the users? Are they gamblers? What is the purpose of your research then? To cheat consumers? Please show some self-respect when you speak.
Well, that was an eventful court session, don't you think?
Yeah, it was. Where would you like to go after? Sure, let's do it.
Why don't we grab
Casino. Sounds good. I love that metaphor.
Mr. Guo, you are impressive. I've seen many lawsuits, but having a client show up late, this is the first time.
Miss Wang, I promise that this will be the last time.
Guo Xinnian, why were you late? If you have plans, you should discuss with us. Did Na Lan ask you to come?
You have too many questions. Yang, do you have a minute? I need to talk to you. I apologize. I have to go back on my word. I have to save Luca, but also Magic Crystal.
Of course. If Magic Crystal's gone, Luca will find no purpose.
Thank you for understanding.
You told me that Magic Crystal would surrender, but it didn't happen, did it? Right now, many people think that Magic Crystal is the underdog. I find it quite strange that many people support these illegal shenanigans. The experts do not seem to be leaning towards us. Come on, sir. You cannot be a bystander anymore. You need to take action. Look, you've been through worse turmoil. You can't be defeated by small players.
Don't you have confidence in the legal system?
To be honest, I don't trust them. They are also affected by Magic Crystal's downloads. Their user base has been huge. You can't just stop them like that. Do you think they dare take the risk? Notwithstanding... Notwithstanding
what?
Mr. Huang.
Hello.
It's not official business hours yet. I've asked about your working hours. And money never sleeps. That, sir, is the plan for my upcoming project. Have a look. If it's the R&D's project, I suppose Jincheng should submit it to me. I'd like you to read it. Jincheng would never show it to you. Why is that? 'Cause he's a fool. You consider your boss a fool. Do you think otherwise? Internet voice calls. Do you think this will be a hit? This seems like trouble. That's because it conflicts with other interests. Major interests. Free voice calls? Inherently, they're free. Actually, the revenue comes from... On principle, as an investor, I shouldn't mingle with the R&D's project. Your R&D center is going to fall apart soon. And who said that? If Magic Crystal loses the case, Sercom will have a monopoly. And by then, the value of R&D would have risen tenfold. You know, even if its value continues to rise by 100 times more, it still wouldn't matter. So you don't like it? Perhaps it's indeed a good thing. But I don't want to do it anymore. I don't understand. I'm tired. I want to retire. I'd like to resign as chairman of the board and devote more time to meditation. You want to become a monk? Our lives are too short. Do you think monks only fly around the country and conduct endless preaching? Of course not. To become a monk also means to be at peace. It's to commune and be with nature. Luo Wei, I've decided to retire.
Are you Guo Xinnian?
I am.
I'm sorry. I'm the one who called you just now. I am Zhuang Xiaoti's fiancé. I am Xiaofeng.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
What do you think?
What could I think? The fact that you're here already conveys what I thought. Honestly, I don't believe that this is the only copy. Don't you have one?
I spoke with him.
This Luo Wei is aware that I am an investor of the R&D. He won't bother to inform Jincheng. You weren't there when he came to me. The man is quite arrogant. I have no idea what trouble he's planning to make.
You need to go step by step when it comes to technology. The service providers are now on high alert. If this proposal gets out, even the two of us won't be spared.
You're right. Luo Wei is truly a troublemaker. You're curious? Don't worry, I won't invest on that. I won't get in your way. I just feel that this thing is the same with Magic Crystal. They're both destructive. Magic Crystal has disrupted the industry and caused business losses. If internet voice calls joined the game, I believe it would cause an avalanche in the industry.
Innovation can be destructive.
Yes, it is. Back in the day when e-commerce first started, many brick-and-mortar stores folded up. Every day, I'd get many criticisms. To us who's in the business, we think that innovation is good. That's not always true. I remember Steve Jobs once said that technology is like Pandora's box. The faster its progress, the closer us humans get to our demise.
That is quite right. My eyesight seems to be getting worse since the launch of smartphones. One day I'll go blind. I'll probably keep this. I'll talk to him at some point. Whether to talk to Jincheng or not, I'll leave it to you.
That's on you then.
It's not yet time.
I will talk to Jin Cheng. I think Yiwei knows that this might happen. He's pushing me to the edge.
The emergence of the internet was a huge change to human society. From a historic point of view, it has brought about the most intense technological innovation. Magic Crystal is merely a part of it. Even then, innovations come first before its laws. Back in the day, every letter we sent would cost us a few cents, even a dozen more when purchasing stamps. With the advent of emails, every single recipient of a letter is now only one click away. Based on that logic, should the post office be suing all companies who utilize emails in their correspondence?
Objection. What we are discussing now regards the unapproved communications rights. It's about state-issued license. Emails do not fall into that category.
There is no legal regulation that says usage of voice messages from mobile phones requires a license. I have some data that I'd like to submit to the committee, Your Honor. This depicts the internet application from sectors including healthcare, education, transportation, tourism, and postal service since the start of the internet. Where does the profit come from? It's thanks to the fact the government encourages the fostering of technological innovation and opens up monopolized sectors so that internet becomes available to all and large-scale entrepreneurship emerges. Technology helps us grow. I believe this is the general trend. According to the data...
Objection.
What's going on?
This is a change of concept. All the policies are made for the benefit of the nation. Magic Crystal has severely damaged our nation's interests.
Our servers are down.
Please state your reasons. Do not keep mentioning the nation's interests. Do you represent our nation's interest?
We are also talking about our nation's interest.
Why are you calling?
Are tech innovations not for our nation's interest? Don't startup businesses benefit the country? It's okay for you to monopolize, but not okay for me to innovate? Is that your notion of the nation's interest?
Unless the heavens strike them with lightning and all their servers get destroyed.
That's not a bad idea.
Of course, I'm just kidding, sir. You can't order the heavens, can you?
As long as we can stop them and get a hold of Guo Xinnian. Any idea is a good idea. Don't you agree?
You keep calling. Call whoever's in charge.
I don't understand what's happening. Why are the servers down?
Under repair? Well, did you send a notice? Even elevators put up an official notice when repairs ongoing. What is maintenance for?
We rent servers from different entities. What are the odds they'd go into repair at the same time? I think it's really ridiculous.
If all of our servers are down, we would lose a lot of our users. A lot of our hard work would go to waste. It's unimaginable.
Well, let's not just stand here. Hurry up and solve the problem. I will wait for Guo Xinnian.
Communications require license. I assume you should know that. Has Magic Crystal paid any license fees?
License fees? First, there is no legal regulation that clearly dictates that our service requires a license. Second, I do admit we don't have a license and that I never paid a license fee. But may I ask you, have you paid yours? Has Huace Unicom paid any license fee? I don't think so. Did Netcom pay any license fee? I don't think so either. The average license fee for a 3G telecom in Europe is about 219 euros per person. Let's calculate based on Huace's 540 million users. Huace Unicom's license fee would amount to at least 118.2 billion euros, which is equivalent to 1.9 trillion yuan. Huace's net profits in the last 3 years are 109.6 million yuan, 115 million yuan, and 112.6 million yuan. In 5 years, it has an average of 494 million net profit. Even if they get a 50% discount on license fees, they would not be able to afford it. Even a huge company like you can't afford the license fee. So why are you pointing out that a small company like ours pay the license fee?
Respondent, the data you provided, are they reliable?
The data I've gathered are from publicly available financial statements. Everyone, I am here now because I'd like to seek justice. I don't believe that any power should hold back technological innovation. I await a fair conclusion.
Eat some while it's hot. I assure you it's clean, don't worry.
I've already eaten.
Really?
What would you like to talk about?
Yiwei sent me a plan about internet voice calls. What do you think?
I'll personally teach him a lesson.
I don't mean that. I need to hear your own opinion on the plan.
Well, the service providers are my key partners. Developing internet voice calls is like cutting off their bloodline. Do you think that I would dare dig my own grave?
You're scared of the service providers.
I won't put it like that. I see them as safeguards. They are the competitive advantage of Sercom. Why would I upset them?
Why is Guo Xinnian not scared?
Because he doesn't understand the business. He's an ignoramus.
You want egg?
No thanks.
Yes, I'm really sorry. We're having difficulties.
Please be patient. Our servers are under maintenance, sir.
We're very sorry. It's under repair. Please
I'm
be
so
patient.
sorry.
We'll be
Our
back
servers
soon.
are under maintenance right now. Please be patient, ma'am.
Why stop the
Sorry about
servers?
that, ma'am. Good
Can you
day.
just tell me the reason?
Can you please tell me the reason then? It's impossible for all servers to stop working, right? What's really going on? Purely technical? I don't believe it!
Call logs from the reception.
According to the contract, service providers shutting down our service without prior notice is grounds for complaint, so we can file a case in court! We can claim damages!
But they did notify us. I believe they called reception desk 40 minutes ago. The urgent repair has to be performed. We don't know who made a call, but they mentioned that it's a recorded conversation.
I think this whole thing has been planned. They knew that we would be in court during that time, so they simply called up reception and proceeded, using repairs as an excuse. They would have no fault, at least when it comes to the law.
This is outright conspiracy.
So what's the point of suing us when they can bring us down by shutting our servers? I don't understand what they're driving at! Do you?
Right. That's exactly what they're thinking. They want to force us to lose. In my opinion, we can't go on much longer with the lawsuit. The only solution is a settlement.
Say what? Even if you want to settle, you think they want that? They will not stop until Magic Crystal is destroyed!
Guo Xinnian, if you are amenable, I can persuade Rofiz and have them intervene in the situation.
Will that work?
I can always try.
Mr. Chin,
Work is done. Go home.
Mr. Chin, it's not time yet. There's
I
still
just told you work is done. Go home, everyone!
All right. That's enough, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Are we just supposed to go home?
Go.
Didn't you understand what I just said, huh?
Go.
Do you have a pet cat?
I don't.
I had one. When I was little, my dad was always out. I was always alone. One time he was in Thailand, I asked him to get me a gift. He got me this beautiful Siamese cat. Whoa. It was really cute. I loved it so much. But then the cat didn't like me back. It didn't matter how much food I gave it, or if I spoiled it very much. It would disappear in a heartbeat. Well, I just ended up losing it. I was dumbfounded. Until a friend told me that only one kind of beast would never get close to its owner. There have been many times when I wanted to beat it up. It would be in the corner with its head low. From time to time, it would give me a quick glance. It looked exactly like you now.
I see you've matured.
I left my baseball bat in the car.
But I'm just a nobody. It's pointless to get angry at me. You've almost destroyed Magic Crystal. The time will come that I will become useless to you. Let's just part ways in peace. We can still be friends when we meet again.
Do you deserve to be my friend?
If you don't think so, then I don't.
You gave the proposal to Huang. That makes me lose face. He thinks I have no control over my R&D team. Do you think I would let you off the hook easily?
Don't waste your time. I'll walk out. I won't trouble you.
Let me tell you, I've shut down all of Magic Crystal's servers. He would accept defeat before the trial is over. If I were you, don't seek trouble during this time. Where do you think you can go after leaving here?
There's always going to be something for me. Don't you worry. Wherever I go, I won't dare to upset you, Chen Chang.
Please come in.
Mr. Peng, this is the arbitration minutes you asked for. Here are the documents submitted by both parties. Don't you want to know the answer? Don't you want to know why Guo Xinnian launched an attack all of a sudden? I can tell you now. He improvised it. No one knew beforehand.
He won't rest until he turns things upside down, will he?
It's already upside down. Karma has come. The app's servers have been down for 40 minutes. 2 million users are gone. Did you know that?
What did you say?
The servers might be down tomorrow, even the day after. Magic Crystal will fall apart sooner. Mr. Peng, I know that you're planning to sell Magic Crystal. If we just watch it fall apart, there will be nothing for you to sell. Provis's investment will go down the drain.
So all of their servers are down? What the heck happened?
Don't forget who they're against with. The service providers own the servers, so they can shut them down whenever they want to.
Is there a law that covers this?
Mr. Peng, please don't yell at me. I'm telling you this because I want to ask your help on this. This issue must be tackled right away.
Let's go.
My bag's still upstairs.
Forget it.
What now?
As far away from here as we can.
Mr. Tsin's asking if you could please think of other ways. All right. The servers were down for 40 minutes. Magic Crystal lost 2 million users. It's mayhem right now. I asked him to continue, but then he wouldn't do it.
And why not?
He said that shutting them down once can be tagged as an emergency. So then, if they do it one more time, he's scared that it might blow up. There won't be an excuse, and he might not bear the setback.
Do tigers need an excuse to eat? He is hungry. He has to eat.
But boss, I don't think I can say that to him. I notice the rules in their world are rather different from the set of rules that we have.
Only down by 2 million users. I don't think that's already enough. Listen. This is just a matter of business. People in your world never seek excuses. Let's talk in business terms then. Take part of Sercom's shares and put them in one of our offshore companies under the name of Longsheng's child, family, relative, whoever.
We've done our research. He has a son living in the US.
Oh, well, that's even better. You may send the shares to that kid in the US. If Sercom does well, then so does he. You can tell that to He Longsheng. Remember, get it done first before you tell him. Don't give him a choice.
Understood.
Also, Magic Crystal's peak of usage is before dinner. I hope the servers are down by then. This time it should be longer, for better results.
幸好你